Hello and welcome to the channel. Today's video we're going to be continuing our explanation of the various data types available to us when working with variables. Previous videos we covered the 8-bit signed byte and the 16-bit signed short. And if we're working with values below 127, we can work with the byte, and if we're above 32,000 or below 32,767, we can use a short. So if we have to go higher than those, the next is the int. Now the int is a 32-bit signed data type or variable. It's fairly easy. We'll just type int. We'll name it first int to keep the naming convention the same. We'll just put a semicolon. I'd like just to point out this is a declaration of a variable without initializing or assigning it a value. And that's normally what you're going to see when you're working with variables. You don't always have to assign it a value like we are up here. The only reason we're doing this up here is so that we can just outline the different ranges for you. This would be more of your typical variable declaration right here, this statement. And you see int first underscore int with the semicolon, and that's just setting up and getting the variable ready to be stored in. So we'll go ahead and just show you the rest here. We'll assign it a value now with the equal sign. And the int value, or the lowest range for the integer value, is negative 2,147,483,648. And on the high side, or the higher range side of it, it's positive 2,147,483,647. And the same rules apply again. If we go higher or lower than that number, we will get the exact same error, or well, the error this time will say the integer or the number is too large. And now that's typically because the integer is kind of your default go-to, or sorry, not integer, but the int data type is your default or your go-to variable, as the range is typically pretty high. Quite a bit of programmers will just default to using the int data type almost all the time, no matter what. Even if they've got a number below 127 within this byte range, they'll still just pick an int and use it. The number could be 10. Most programmers just go with the int, and this is fine to do. It's not a big problem when it comes down to it, but at the end of the day, it depends on your device that you're using. If you're developing your own electronic device, or you got very limited hardware in a device that you're working with, not all the time can that be the case. You can't always work in under those conditions. So knowing each data type, their value, and the lowest or highest value available is always a key thing for you. And in today's day and age, it's not very big. If you're running for a program on a computer, like a desktop or a laptop, normally they have such a good range of hardware that you don't need to even worry about it. But at the end of the day, it will leave your program very bulky and quite big, I guess, for a lack of a better term. So this right here, this is our lowest and our highest range available for the int data type. Again, it's always good to know what numbers you're working with when we're trying to store values or variables, and different things will happen. Like I said, the underflow and overflow. Again, if we type in a 9 or a 7 here, it's going to definitely give us an error once again, and we'll have to move to the next data type. So knowing this before you get into the program, or before you get a undesired result, is always key to getting the proper results. So that's it for this video, and we'll move on to the next one. We'll get into another data type, and we'd like to thank you for watching. If you like this video, just give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this, just subscribe to the channel and check out the rest of the videos. If you have any questions or comments about future videos, or have any ideas for them, just leave it in the comment section below, and have a great day. We'll talk to you soon.